Man, I be thinking I'm Rocky when I hear that song, man. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about, go over. So welcome everybody. Let's jump into another training. And but man, it's been several weeks we've been doing this training and going through these lessons, and to come a long way. And we've been talking about some some really good stuff from the manual. So I hope everybody's been referencing the manual, going back and either rereading or reading for the first time a lot of things that we've been going over. But I know we got into some good training on formation on the bottom formation last week, and sure, Barbara, we got some good stuff to talk about this week. But I'm gonna turn it over to you, Barbara, and get us in the right order. So over to you.
Yes, sir. So here's our disclaimer for Futures and Commodities One-on-One Trading Group. Trading and investing carries a high level of risk. You could lose some or all of your investment. Trading commodities or any other financial instrument may not be suitable for all investors. Before deciding to trade, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. We accept no liability for any losses or damages you may incur. This means you alone are responsible for your actions in any trading or investing activities.
Awesome, thank you, Barbara. Um, Barbara, actually, we may need to lean on you a little more tonight.
Okay.
If we can
Quizzes.
with the
Okay.
quiz.
All right. Here we go. I got it pulled up. Here's the first one. I see a bottom formation on the chart. This means that the market has been trading in a downtrend and could be changing directions. I place my order to go short the market below the number 2. This is how we trade a bottom formation. A, false. B, true. C, not sure. So let me read it again. I see a bottom formation on the chart. This means that the market has been trading in a downtrend and could be changing directions. I place my order to go short the market below the number 2. This is how we trade a bottom formation. A, false. B, true. C, not sure. Who knows the answer? Jamal
Jamal,
says false.
Well,
Jamal
Paula
said something.
says false.
I
Anybody disagree?
I say false too.
Pam said false.
Pam said false. There's 3 people that said false. Let's see who else. Zuli said false.
Anybody not sure? Anybody true? Anybody? Who can tell me how we actually would trade it then? False is correct, but how would we actually trade it?
Since it was on a downtrend and forming a bottom formation, you would have to trade it long because it's getting ready to go on a
Come on, boy. Look at
it's
you.
getting ready.
Look at
It's
you,
getting
boy. Look at it.
it's boy, don't do that, D. I might now I'm acting like I know something for real. Hey,
You
listen.
do. You do.
No,
You
but
tell me all the time.
that's it. That's it. It's getting ready to go in a different direction. So you'd have to
Very
go
good.
long.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
Excellent
good.
answer. Yes. Excellent answer. All right. All right. Here's quiz number 2. When you are looking at a chart, and beginning to do your charting, what is the first thing you should do?
50% retracement.
Find the highest and the lowest price on the chart. B, draw your trend lines. C, 50% retracement. D, not sure. E, all of the above. F, none of the above.
Okay.
Jamal
E.
said 50%
Say
retracement.
50% retracement.
Yeah.
John said 50%.
When we see a
Anybody
chart,
disagree?
when we start, the first thing we do is what, John?
Well, I say look at the 50% retracement.
Is that right, Jamal?
50%.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Because you got to calculate and see if you already hit the target already.
Boy, look at you trying to show out today.
Yes, sir. I am. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I read something and I'm gonna show you. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. They on
All
fire,
right.
Barbara. They on fire.
They on fire. Here's quiz number 3. How is the bottom formation confirmed? How is the bottom formation confirmed?
Now I'm gonna be honest about that one, right? I'll be real honest about that one. That one I was a little shaky with because if you notice, I didn't answer the quiz question.
Well, let me
So-
ask you.
14 days.
Well, let me ask you a question.
10
Yes,
to
sir.
14 days.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you say something, Stephen?
Yeah, I said between 10 and 14 days.
Okay, hold on for a second, Stephen. Let me ask Jamal a question. He said that one you weren't sure about,
Yeah.
and that's why
Why?
you didn't answer the question, right?
Yeah. Which I ain't gonna do again.
Let me ask you a question, if I can.
Yeah.
How would we know that
How would you know what?
you weren't sure?
Because I didn't. You wouldn't have known if I didn't specify that I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's why I like for y'all to let me know, man. It's all right to
Okay,
say
my
you're not
bad.
sure. You see
My
what I'm
bad.
saying?
Next time I'm gonna put it in there. Next time I'm
It's
gonna put it in there.
okay. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with saying you're not sure, you know?
No, you absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let me go back. I appreciate
Mhm.
you. Let me ask you that. Steven, you said
Uh-huh.
10 to 14 days.
Uh-huh.
That's
Oh,
what
the
Steven
demon.
I
said.
sure did.
All right. Now, anybody else got anything?
Yeah, I said identify the 50% and then the price trades up through or above the number 2. And that's how you confirm it.
Man, I got something. I don't know if it is, but I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. Okay, Pam. Thank you for that, Pam. Anybody else? Pam, I told you you be on your little book now.
When
Anybody got anything else before I say something?
when
Wait,
the number. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, sir, go ahead. Excuse
When
me.
when the number 2 confirms itself.
When the number 2 confirms itself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold you got. What you got, Alice?
That actually can go.
You
both ways.
got to get above that resistance level. And number 2.
Got trade above the number 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was wondering why so many people didn't answer this. You know, y'all looked at it, but you didn't answer it. And I'm thinking you still not clear on it. And I think some of y'all are clear on it, but I want to make sure before we move forward that we understand this question right here. First, let me say this. Y'all remember last week I stopped Barbara and asked this question about how do we know when the bottom formation is confirmed? And then we wasn't getting anybody to give us an answer. So I asked Dr. Mel to help us out. Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
And Dr. Mel
Yeah, I
explained it in
remember.
full detail. He broke it down.
Mhm.
So it's important to understand this. It really is. And I want y'all to be clear about this before we move. So let me, Barbara, this may be a a stretch for you, and then it may not. But I'm gonna ask because I know this wasn't planned. But how difficult is it for you to grab and play the video that we play sometime that talks about the formation?
Oh, it's not difficult. Hold on, I pull it up for you.
I want to play this little short video to make sure everybody hears it explained. I want you to hear it explained from Johnny. Talks about this almost every time we look at a chart. Johnny B always gives us the understanding about when the formation is confirmed, but I think we are not catching it. So I want us to hear this from this video. You hear it from us all the time, but I want you to see it as it's explained on the chart, as the chart is coming together. And I may stop you at some point in the video, Barbara. I may not, but if you can get that, I want everybody to watch this video. It's not long, but it's gonna give us a better understanding on when our formation is confirmed. And then I want to talk to y'all why it's important to wait for the confirmation. Johnny, anything you want to say about this while she looks for the video?
You said John?
I was seeing if Johnny B had anything to say.
Oh, Johnny B. I'm sorry.
No, like you say, we talk about it all the time. I want the video to explain it,
Yeah.
And then we'll go back.
And then, then we'll chime in on it, right? All right, so let us know when you're ready, Barbara. But also too.
I'm ready.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, pay attention. Watch this for a minute so we can get clarity on this confirmation.
Hi everyone, this is Eric from Traders Helping Traders with this week's Tricks of the Trade. This week I want to talk to you about the ever humble but super powerful 1-2-3 formation. This is such a basic support and resistance formation that we have a tendency to overlook it. But it is one of the most reliable signals and one of the most powerful reversal signals. And I'm going to show you in a minute how you can use it as a continuation signal out there. All right, so what is a 1-2-3 formation? 1-2-3 formations were made popular by Ken Roberts. He traded the 1-2-3 formation.
Robert, can you explain your screen to full screen?
Pretty much the whole essence of his course. But he was very strict with his 1-2-3 formation. I'm going to show you a little modification on the 1-2-3. But essentially, the 1-2-3 is when the market makes a new low, that's the number 1 point, goes up, makes a new point of resistance, that's the number 2 point, and then the number 3 point occurs when the market comes back down and challenges the support on the number 1 point. Now that would be what is called a 1-2-3 bottom formation. And let me just play this forward a little bit so that you can see what the 3 point's going to look like. All right, here we have the 1 point, which is our low. Here we have our 2 point, which is our high. And then here we have our 3 point, which is new support. And remember, support is our red-green bar combination. It came back down here. It did not exceed the 1 point, and therefore we have a 1-2-3 formation. The way the 1-2-3 formation is traded, I'm just trying to get rid of the lines here so that you can see it a little better. Maybe I can't do that. Okay. The way the 1-2-3 formation is traded is that the signal confirms when the market trades above the number 2 point. Now, us support and resistance traders know that we can get in a little bit earlier, especially if this number 3 point showing support has a reasonable sized bar attached to it. This particular instance, the size of the bar forming the number 3 point and the entry above the number 2 point, pretty much the same. So the way it works is we would use our number 2 point as our entry, and in this instance we would go long if the market breaks the number 2 point. And you can see a few days later it did, and we would be long this market. Traditionally, the exit stops go all the way back down here below the support point. Now that would depend a little bit on your own current situation. Obviously, the further back you can leave the stops, the better for your trade, because it will enable you to ride out some market swings. But I have been known to leave stops as close as a day or two behind a trailing stop. We're just going to play this forward. And you can see that in this particular instance, we got a pretty nice little run out of it. Now what I want to show you, and I don't know why that line is there, but we'll get rid of that. What I want to show you is that you can also use this as a continuation pattern. So let's say, for instance, you didn't see the original 1, 2, 3. Now the pattern is going to repeat itself so long as it is forming. In this instance, we're in an uptrend, so we're looking for it to form higher resistance and higher support. Remember, that's our basic definition of an uptrend from a support and resistance viewpoint. So long as the market continues to form higher resistance and higher support, we will continue to look for opportunities to buy. All right, so here we have an instance now where the market has essentially made another 1, 2, 3 formation, but this time the number 1 point is down here. We have our number 2 point, and we're going to be on the lookout for our number 3. So let's play this forward. Let's see where the number 3 comes in. Aha. Okay, that's looking a little bit like support. So now we have our 1, 2, 3 formation repeating itself. And what we can do, I'm going to make there, that'll be easier to see. What we can do is we have new support here. If you're going to be more aggressive on this trade, you can enter above the support. So in this particular instance, you would enter above here, being the high of this bar, and we could cover the trade below the number 3 point. Now this should be familiar to most of you because I do this a lot. I wait for the market to give us new resistance, come back down, show us support, and then I'll put in a buy order. Now if you're following a secondary indicator like momentum or RSI or something, then you'll be looking for it to confirm that we have indeed a shift in momentum, and that will help make it a little bit easier to buy or will increase the probability of your trade. But even without that, this is a very valid buy signal. You can also trade the 1, 2, 3 again in the traditional format and not buy until the market trades above the number 2 point. That's entirely up to you. Entering above the number 2 point makes for a stronger signal in most cases. But of course, you also have the opportunity to profit, sometimes considerably, between the support formed by the number 3 point and the resistance by the number 2 point. Okay, well our number 3 point is still holding, and right now it looks like we could make this trade even a little bit tighter here. We have, if I back this up one day, we have new support here, right, with our red-green bar combination. Okay, now we are, hold on. Okay, I made us sweat for a few days, but it looks like it finally let us in. It's laboring. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go, finally. Okay, I'm just playing this forward. Now, here we would have actually crossed our number 2 point. So you could have entered long here as well. But what I want you to see is that the pattern is going to repeat itself yet again. So you had actually multiple instances where you could have reuse the 1, 2, 3. You could have reused it here. You could have gone 1, 2, 3. You could have gone like this. 1, 2, 3. And if you were really sharp, you probably could have caught this one too. 1, 2, 3. So you can see that not only is it a reversal pattern, but it also gives you an opportunity to enter a trade that is already trending. And once again, we have, at the moment, we have our 1 point down here. Looks like we have a possible 2 point. Yes, we definitely have a 2 point. So we have our 1, our 2, and now we're going to be on the lookout for our 3. Oh, something happened here. Did you catch this, what just happened? Remember what the definition of our uptrend was? We have to see the market make higher resistance and higher support. But look at what happened here. All of a sudden, the market has broken through our old support area. So now we might actually be looking at a reversal of our 1, 2, 3 bottom formation, and we might be seeing the opposite happen, a 1, 2, 3 topping formation, where the market makes a new high or a high, comes back down, makes new support, and now we're going to look for it to challenge this high, the number 1 high, and then fail. And sometimes you have to be really on the ball. Okay, now that looks like it's a 1, 2, 3 formation. This is a 1, 2, 3 formation, but it will not confirm a 1, 2, 3 until it has technically broken the number 2 point. Once again, you do have resistance here with our green-red bar combination, and you could look to sell below the number 3 point. But the safer trade is to wait for the market to actually confirm. Okay, so far so good. Oh, it's struggling. Okay, and in this particular instance, if you had sold here the number 3 point, we would have been stopped out. Now, one thing I want to bring to your attention as well is even if you see a 1, 2, 3 formation like this, and you caught it the wrong way, another signal is to sell or buy the break of the number 1 point. And why would that be? Well, that's because the number 1 point is a very significant area of support or resistance. So in this particular instance here, if we had seen the 1, 2, 3 like this, you could have bought the market as it broke through the number 1 point. If back here you had seen a breakout here below the number 1 point, you could have sold here, even though it was relatively short-lived. It isn't always. Many years ago, when gold was falling instead of reaching new record highs, I saw a 1, 2, 3 formation in gold almost every month or so, and I kept looking for an opportunity to buy, only to see gold prices continue lower and lower and lower. Don't ask me why, but it took me a long time to figure out that I could actually sell a failure of the number 1 point, and I made a lot of money doing that when the market gave me a 1, 2, 3 setup and never completed, but actually went in the opposite direction. So those are the 3 things you can do with a 1, 2, 3 formation. You can look for the 1, 2, 3 tops and bottoms. You can look for the intermediate 1, 2, 3s as an opportunity to trade the market with the trend. And you can buy or sell a failure of the number 1 point as that, and that's a valid signal as well. So keep an eye on those 1, 2, 3s. They're very powerful, very simple, and very profitable. And that's this week's Tricks of the Trade.
Yes, thank you, Barbara. I always enjoy that video. I know we watch it, from time to time, but it's always good to watch. But Johnny, you may want to chime in and have a few things you want to point out, but I want to ask everybody, did that help you understand the the bottom and the top formation being confirmed? Anybody want to share your thoughts?
So I just put in the chat, but my question then is confirmation is when the price breaks through or exceeds number 2
In the bottom formation, that's
in the
correct.
bottom formation. Okay.
And the opposite in the top formation when it breaks through, it trades below the number 2 in the
Below
top
the
formation.
Okay. Thanks.
Very good. So everybody clear on this now? And if you're not, I want to know that too, because
I'm a little gray.
in this
And
video, I also want to make sure we understand. In the very beginning of the video, he mentioned that over the year that some people have added some little modification to the 1, 2, 3, and that's one of the things they've done is you trade the 1, 2, 3 a little different from how we always use the number 1 point as our high and our low only in those, and that's what he was showing when he talked about the modifications and the continuations. He kept showing multiple 1, 2, 3s, and you only see that we only use the number 1 as our high or our low, and that's a little different from some people have modified how they trade the 1, 2, 3, but still the same way as far as waiting for the confirmation. That that wasn't any different, but the only difference from how we trade was that modification that they use number 1s multiple times throughout the chart. Jamal, did you have something you wanted to say, Matt? I got one more thing I want to point out.
Now go ahead. Go ahead.
One more thing I want to point out. Also in this video, you may see when he talked about being more aggressive as a trader, that would be for somebody who, what you saw at that point, that would be for somebody who's a little more advanced with using the bottom and the top formation, where he showed what sometimes he would enter before the confirmation. And that was because he was trading it and being more aggressive. But what do we teach and what do? We wait for the confirmation. You might have also heard him say that was the safer way to trade it, is to wait for the confirmation. I don't know, Johnny, if you wanted to say anything, but Jamal, did you have a question before are you good?
I'm good. I'll pause for right now. Go ahead.
Okay, Johnny, did you want to say anything?
Well, I was going to ask if Barbara could bring up any chart, just any chart at all.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
well, that's actually where I wanted to go. Johnny, can we?
Sure, we'll do this together.
Okay, I got a chart I want to go over as we just talked about this. This is going to be ideal situation on December coffee. If you can get that chart, go to bar chart for me, Barbara. I want everybody to pay attention and look at this chart. So we're going to go over the bottom formation confirming, but it's also something I want to show you that you just saw in this video that's actually going on the live chart right now on December coffee. So let's if we can, I want y'all to pay attention to the December coffee chart, because it's going, in my opinion, it's going to be ideal to help you understand what we're talking about. So how do we get there, Barbara?
So this is the home screen for bar chart. I'm not logged in. So you're going to click where it says futures and it says commodity groupings. So coffee is a soft. So I'm going to click on the softs group and it's going to automatically take me to all the commodities for softs.
Oh,
So you
wow.
said December coffee. So I'm
Yes.
gonna click on
December.
December coffee right here, December 25. And it pulls up all the contract months for coffee. So December 25, I'm gonna click there. And it's going to take me to the contract specifications page, well, price overview page where the contract specifications are at. And I'm going to click full chart. And here we are.
Okay, Barbara, I know you had a training for us to go into tonight, and I'm holding us up, so I apologize, but
Oh, no, sir. Go ahead with what you're doing.
yeah, we don't.
We're in
we
no
don't-
hurry. We're not in a rush.
Yeah, let's make sure we get some clarity on this. So
Yes, sir.
we have. I'm gonna walk y'all through this so we'll kind of move along. But I want you to understand the first thing we do when we go on the chart is what? Who can tell me?
50%
50% retracement.
retracement.
Very good. We go and find out 50% retracement on the chart. Pam, how do we figure out where the 50% retracement is?
You take the difference between the highest and the lowest and then divide it by 2.
We find our highest price on the chart. We find our lowest price on the chart. We add those two numbers together, and then we divide it by 2. That gives us our 50% retracement on the chart. That's the first thing we do. Okay. In this particular case, instead of us, working it up, we let Barbara use the tool. There's a tool on bar chart that actually does everything we just said for you. So I want you guys to see that we have a bottom formation on this chart. Okay. And I want you to see when it's confirmed. And I also want you to see if you were to place a trade before the confirmation, we got a chance to see, we're gonna get a chance to see both in this illustration. So Barbara, can you mark up that 1, 2, 3 bottom for me? Y'all see the 1?
Yes.
See the 2?
Yes.
And you see the 3. All right, we do have a 1, 2, 3. Now I wanna, if I can, I wanna call on somebody just to ask the question if I can. So we're gonna have a little interaction tonight. Pam, is the 1, 2, 3 confirmed at this point? When we have a 1, 2, 3. At the point of where the number 3 is, are we confirmed yet?
Let me see. I'm looking.
Don't, I just want you to look at the 1, 2, 3 and pretend everything else is not on the chart.
Okay.
And we start trading up from the 3. Not sure?
I'm gonna say no. Because I don't see where the price has gone through the number 2 yet.
Okay, very good. I hope everybody understood what Pam just said. We have a 1, 2, 3 on the chart, and then the market starts to trade away from the number 3. But did it trade up to the number 2? No, it didn't.
Mm-mm.
It actually changed
Uh-oh.
directions.
Now
It
look
changed
at it.
directions and start trading back down, right?
Right.
Now, when it traded back down, did it trade below the number 3?
No. Yes.
No?
Yeah, it did slightly.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
So
Like it's on the
So-
line.
it traded below the number 3 over to the right. Right, Jamal?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, here's why I want you to understand why I say it's so important. And you may have heard on the video, he talked about it being a safer trade. You also saw him show where you could be aggressive and get in the market before the confirmation, and that's very risky. And that's why I said that's for an experienced trader. In this particular case, you see a 1, 2, 3. The market traded up from the number 3. Had you been aggressive like he was talking about and got in before the confirmation, you could have got a little short profit if you got in. But if you were staying in till the market reached your target, which is the 50% retracement, the market turned around and went back down, stopping you out because you entered the market too soon. You entered before the market confirmed that we did have a bottom. We want a confirmation that we have a bottom, because that lets us know that the trend is definitely changing from a downtrend, and now we have an uptrend. But if you get in before the confirmation, this is what can happen. The market start trading up after we had a number 3. You got in too soon because it hadn't been confirmed yet, and it turned around and went back down and stopped you out. Then after you got stopped out, what happened? What happened after we got stopped out?
It went back up.
It went up.
And then did it confirm
Long.
now, Paul, Pam?
Yes.
Now we traded through the number 2, and we now have a confirmed bottom formation. Everybody see that?
Yes.
That's why we wait for the confirmation to let us know that the trend is definitely changing to an uptrend.
Can you put another 2 and 3 in there?
It's what happens when we get in too soon because we didn't wait for the confirmation. Anything you want to add, Johnny B?
I got a question.
No, go ahead and put it. Put another number 2 right where it changes direction from the number 3 and goes up and then comes back down. Right there. Okay. And another number 3. All right. So then your new confirmation is through that number 2 or just above that number 2.
Yep.
Okay. And if you would have done that, since it didn't confirm the first time and it confirms the second time, you would still got in the market without jeopardizing any money, and you would have made a hell of a profit.
All the way through the 50%, right, Johnny?
All the way through it. Yeah.
Does everybody see this?
Yeah, I see it.
This is why we wait for the confirmation, because the trend hadn't actually changed directions yet. It was still in the process of changing direction. So that's why when it traded up to the number 2 and went back down, we wouldn't have been filled if we waited for the confirmation. If our order was above the number 2, like we trade, we wouldn't have got filled. But if you didn't understand that waiting for a confirmation is important, and you saw a 1, 2, 3 on the chart, and you just got in because you saw a 1, 2, 3 without waiting for the confirmation, that's the ideal situation of showing you why we wait for a confirmation. And after the market confirmed, look at the uptrend that the market went into. Like Johnny said, it would have been a great trade, very profitable. That's a sweet looking chart, ain't it, Barbara?
Yeah.
It's classic. It's classic looking, very much so.
Yeah.
I got a
Question.
I got a question. Oh, go ahead.
I understand what you're saying. But that second number 2 and number 3 is a bit confusing for me. Because we're doing higher highs and higher lows, right? So why that number 2 and number 3?
Say it again, Paula. What's the last part you said?
Okay, so from what I'm seeing, that second number 2 and number 3 doesn't fit the formation. The second 2
Right.
doesn't look like it's a higher 2, neither the 3.
Yeah. This is to show you why it's on the chart to show you why you don't get in before the confirmation. That's the point of why it's on the chart. Because if you jumped into the market Paula before the market traded up above the number 2, and you went by this 2 and 3, this is what would have happened. Because we never confirmed that we had a bottom formation.
Barbara,
Okay.
Yes.
can you change these ticks to colored?
Yes, sir.
So
All right.
I'm looking and
So-
I see the format and I see the confirmation. And I'm also looking at the days that it took us to confirm. If it started on June 7th and it confirmed around, well, I'm sorry, July 7th, and it confirmed around the 28th or 29th, that's way more than 14 days.
Okay. So let's talk about this again, Stephen, because I want to help you understand the confirmation versus the time frame, because this is where you get hung up at.
Yeah.
You noticed in that video, you heard nothing about 10 to 14 days.
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking about the time frame again. We like to see the formation form within a 10 to 14 time frame.
Oh, I see.
Because it gives us the best structure. But the time frame doesn't give us a confirmation. That's two separate things.
Got it.
We want to see 10 to 14 days, because if let's say if this was a 45-day time frame that it took to make the 1, 2, and 3, do you understand how far the number 2 would be from the number 1, and how far away the number 3 would be from the number 2?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so that's why we like the time frame, because it gives us a good structure. Our stop loss won't be way down the chart, making us have to risk a lot. But the time frame is not based on when the formation is confirmed. You with me?
Yes,
What
I am.
confirms the formation is when the market tests the number 2 and trades through the number 2. That's what confirms it, not how many days it traded to make a formation. Two different things.
I see. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so Johnny, were you about to point out something you wanted to change the candles?
Yes, sir.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So,
Do you want
Who is-
candles? You want
right,
candles?
was Paula, well, no, it's all right.
Okay.
Who asked the question about the 2s and the 3s?
Paula.
Okay, Paula. What is how do we define the 1, the 2, and the 3? What's the difference between the 1 and the 2?
The 1 is the lowest, number 2 is the highest. Right.
But what creates a number 1? What creates a number 2? And what creates a number 3?
Yes,
So-
I understand.
So Pam, what is the number 1? The number 1 is what, Pam?
Delvin said it a minute ago.
Number 1 is the lowest point.
Which
Okay.
is what?
Number 1,
Heard somebody just said, what is number 1?
the lowest point.
This is
Or
your
the
support
highest.
level. It's your
Or
support
the
level.
highest, right?
Right.
Or the highest, yes.
Right. And a number 2 is formed when it does what? And Delvin said it a while ago.
What was your question? There was noise on my side. I missed it. What did you say?
What creates a number 2?
Oh, okay.
You mean when is it actually formed?
No. The question is, what it, I'll answer it for you. The market trades away from the number one. So in this case, it's trading up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then what causes a number three?
It stays back down.
The
And
market, what is the market doing?
Trading down.
It's
Trading
trading away from the number two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It changes direction and trades away from the number two. Okay. Then what happens when the number three is formed and goes back to a number two? What is the market doing?
Trading away from the number 3.
Trading
back.
away from the number three.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens? The market changes and trades away from the number two, correct?
Right.
And they said it in the video where you have a red-green combination
Okay.
or a green-red combination. So technically, there's a whole bunch of 2s and 3s. But what's creating an uptrend? It's higher highs and higher lows, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So as this market moves up, it will have multiple 2s and 3s
Yeah.
until it forms a new number one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if we were moving up this uptrend and